For the third year in a row, farmers are protesting to demand the right to sow genetically modified seeds. Such seeds are genetically engineered to tolerate insects, plant diseases, or climatic conditions. India first introduced a GM crop, BT cotton, in 2002. Some say that this has led to a significant increase in cotton production, making India top exporter of the crop. However, the use of GM seeds remains contentious, with opposing views on its socio-economic and environmental impact.
There are reports in India of cattle dying after grazing on BT cotton fields because, after all, it's a toxin. And if this is happening to animals and bees, what's going to happen to human beings with a lifetime of feeding these toxic foods?
When it comes to taking genes from viruses and bacteria and putting them into plants, a lot of people say, yuck. Why would you do that? The reason is that sometimes it's the cheapest, safest, and most effective technology for enhancing food security and advancing sustainable agriculture.
We are not here to take a pro or anti-GM stance, but to highlight the regulatory loopholes that prevent evidence-based decision-making. The Genetic Engineering Appraisal Committee, or GEAC, established under the Ministry of Environment and Forests, is the apex body that approves GM seeds for field trial and release into the environment. There are two fundamental challenges in the constitution of the body and its functioning. First, a number of its members are from the government and government-aided institutions, and none are from civil society. In fact, two of its top 3 positions are occupied by the Additional Secretary and Joint Secretary of the Ministry. The lack of independent members raises questions on the committee's capacity for politically neutral decisions. Second, its decisions are often overruled by the ministry. The regulatory back and forth on the use of BT brinjal and GM mustard is a textbook case of ad hoc policymaking. Consider these chain of events. In 2009, GEAC gave clearance for cultivation of BT brinjal. In February 2010, the Environment Minister placed an indefinite moratorium on BT brinjal. In July 2010, the ministry mysteriously changed the name of the committee from Genetic Engineering Approval Committee to Genetic Engineering Appraisal Committee. In July 2011, the ministry made GEAC introduce a no objection letter requirement from states before conducting any trials. In 2017, GEAC approved GM mustard but eventually withdrew it. Now we are left wondering, why did state approval before trials become necessary after 14 years of trials from 1997 to 2011? On what basis do states accept or reject an applicant's plea to conduct trials? And why did the ministry replace approval with appraisal? In the absence of a systematic appraisal of evidence and dissemination of credible information, farmers largely rely on anecdotal data to choose seeds from an ever-increasing variety. The choice of seed should not be a matter of civil disobedience, but a business decision based on reliable information and regulatory clarity. What the country needs is an independent regulator that can create a coherent, predictable, and transparent framework so that we can rise above the current whirling, high-pitched debate.